Please rise. What a great moment we all get to share today. Thanks for coming out and supporting this beautiful couple on their big day. Please be seated. So this is something new. I've never done this. I'm assuming you've never done this. Okay, good. Yeah. In honor of this moment of love and commitment, I'd like to read something from Matt and Karissa's favorite show. A reading from Fleabag, Season 2, Episode 6. Love is awful. It's awful. It's painful. It's frightening. It makes you doubt yourself, judge yourself, distance yourself from the other people in your life. It makes you selfish, makes you creepy, makes you obsessed with your hair, makes you cruel, makes you say and do things you never thought you'd do. It's all any of us want, and it's hell when we get there. So no wonder it's something we don't want to do on our own. We're taught that if we're born with love, then life is about choosing the right place to put it. People talk about that a lot. Feeling right. When it feels right, it's easy. But I'm not sure that's true. It takes strength to know what's right, and love isn't something that weak people do. Being a romantic takes a hell of a lot of hope. I think what they mean is, when you find somebody that you love, it feels like hope. I did some research about what I could or should say right now that would both warm your hearts and inspire you on this important day. There are a lot of opinions out there on the internet. Some people expect this to be about pomp and ceremony, maybe a little extra focus on the flowers you should have, or the appropriate cummerbund you should or shouldn't have.
Shouldn't.
Others expect it to be about love and God, and anything else is secondary and quite frankly irrelevant. Still others think all marriages should be postponed until Trump is out of office. What I've figured out is that this wedding is about what you want. This event, this commitment in front of your friends is what you want to share together. You want to create that moment in time when you two will become one. The demarcation point from your life alone to your life together. It's important. It's that first drop of cement in the foundation of your marriage. It's the keystone of the House of Rankin. It's very simple, really. It's the ultimate pinky swear with your best friend. Except this one has accompanying legal documents. It's no joke, and it's not easy, but it's ever so rewarding. I encourage you to take this first step. Jump the broom, leap into the abyss together, and throw caution to the wind, because it's truly worth it. Turn the page. So, as a veteran of this institution called marriage, I'd like to give you some advice. A top 10 list, if you will, of what it's like to be and stay married. Susie and I have been married for 20 plus years, and never have I considered divorce. Murder, yes. Divorce, no. A good marriage is where each partner suspects they got the better deal. The best thing that happened to my marriage was the pause live TV button. If you're upset today, wait until Tuesday, because it won't matter Tuesday. You've probably heard this before, but it's true. When you're wrong, admit it, and when you're right, shut up. Matt's mom told me once that being married is a constant evolution of falling in and out of love. It never stops, and she's right. The beauty of this is that you get to feel like you do today more than once. Share your popcorn. I know it's hard, but you should share. Marriage is love and passion. It's also car registration and taking out the trash. Matt, when Karissa asks how something looks on her, say she looks fabulous. Under no circumstances should you change that response. Stay the course. Remember, you've got a long time to get good at this. Make mistakes, fix them, build the team. You guys want to take a break? Don't give up on love. That's the lazy route. This is so great. Just give me one more second. In the film business, we usually just wait. I think this is good. Let's go on. Roll sound. So, make mistakes, fix them, build the team. Do not give up on love. That's the lazy route. Now get out there and tear some shit up. Go Team Rankin. Now, if you'll indulge me and your parents, I'd like to say a simple prayer. Dear God, bless this couple with love and hope, we pray. Keep alive forevermore the vows they pledged today. May you bless their dreams and visions and keep them always safe. May peace and joy be with them now on this, their wedding day. Amen. So, ultimately, we are gathered here to join Matt and Karrisa in the union of marriage. This contract should not be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with a deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. The bride and groom have each prepared vows that they will read to each other now. Matt?
Sorry, I need my phone, and I also don't want to follow him to shows. All right. Can I get one more? Karrisa, I have never met someone who I wanted to do better for. I've always held the belief that if you're not good enough for somebody when you first meet them, you're never going to truly be good enough. You've changed my mind. I don't want there ever to be a day where I'm no longer good enough for you. I can't promise you that I will always be perfect. I can't promise you I will always cook your dinner, do the dishes, rub your back, or even that I will always give you attention when you ask for it. I have always had one great fear in my life, and that will be to be a disappointment to the people I care about most. There's nobody I care about more than you. So I vow that I will do whatever it takes to not disappoint you. I can't always get it right on the first try, but I will never stop trying to be better, trying to make you smile, trying to get you to laugh, or do your happy little food dance. I will always try to let you know how incredibly proud of you I am, and most importantly, how in love with you I am. It wasn't until I met you that I realized that when you truly love someone, you fall in love with who they are that day, and then the next day, and the day after that. Reality is messy and beautiful and ugly and wonderful and terrible all at the same time, and I'm the luckiest man in the world to be experiencing it with you. Writing these vows was the greatest struggle of my entire life, mostly because I wanted to impress you, but also because I didn't want to beat you, because then you get mad at me like when you play board games. I love you, and I like you.
Okay. Oh, no pockets? All right. I like you. Wow. You're getting me all emotional. Dang. All right. All right, let's go here. Okay. So, the best decision that I have made in my life was definitely ignoring all of my reservations and all of the advice of everyone around me and downloading Tinder. It took one date with my very first match to find the love of my life. I fell in love with you on our first date when you knew every word to Bo Burnham's song Rant and every other song of his we played. I fell in love with you when you brought me to meet your parents and their dogs on our third date. Okay. I fell in love with you when you drove me to interviews because I was so nervous I wanted to skip, but I said, I don't need a job. I can live under a bridge. It'll be fine. I fell in love with you when you went to get me a chocolate shake at 11 p.m. for the 100th time because I said I want it. I fell in love with you each time that you saw me at my lowest, and without skipping a beat, you immediately said that I was everything to you. And I promise to keep falling in love with you. I promise we will rewatch Scrubs every year, and probably the other 5 shows that we keep rewatching. I promise to stop trying to get you to watch The Bachelorette, or at least try to stop trying to get you to watch The Bachelorette. I'll do my best there. I'll try, but it's so good. You just don't know. I promise that when I can't decide where to eat, Cane's will always be the right answer, every time. I promise that even though it will require a stock of Benadryl, we will always have a dog. Hopefully, the rest of them will be less mean than our current one. I promise to always give you scratches and to do whatever I can to bend over backwards when you have a migraine. And I promise to always miss you, even if you're just gone for a night with your band. Because, Matt, since the first day that I got in the car with you and I made you promise that you weren't going to kill me, I have been just filled with laughter, and you've been giving me just so much joy and kisses and tears, and I find myself wanting more and more of your time, because even though I know that we have years ahead, it's never going to be enough. Because as someone who's always terrified of everything, and hey, I'm terrified right now. Ever since even that first date when I got into the car with you after just meeting you on Tinder, I felt at home. And I love you and I like you. It's just like, okay.
That was great. Can I get the rings, please? And now, Matt, do you take Karrisa to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others, and holding only unto her forevermore?
I do.
And Karrisa, do you take Matt to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only unto him forevermore?
Damn right I do. Oh boy.
These rings are a symbol of your commitment to each other. They represent the unbreakable bond you now share together. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Rankin. Families of the